Well, hello and welcome, fellow shapers of the future. What a day! This is the first really nice day of the year. There's actually heat in that sun, and it's a good day to be wearing this. Don't know what I'm going to do today. Just going to briefly take you through my kit. I'm here to actually continue my series of tree identification, and I'm also here just for the hell of it, because I had a bit of spare time. I will stay the night, and most of tomorrow as well, probably, but we shall see, because you never know. So let's crack on. Right, so I've just arrived really. This is a bag with a couple extra bits of clothing, waterproofs and things. I like the Regatta waterproofs. Very cheap, very thin, very lightweight materials, but actually waterproof, would you believe? Whereas a lot of things can't be said that it's waterproof. So I forget the name, there are just standard Regatta, but I've worked all day in heavy rain with these and been fine. That's with your back bent over and the wind whipping and still been dry underneath. A set of those, probably £30 tops, and like I say, super portable, super lightweight, so always carry those. Even if I don't think I need them, I'll carry them. Then we've got the little tech bag, everything technical, tablets, leads, batteries, lights, that kind of thing. I have reviewed this before. I think it's a great little bag. It was £13 and still can't find any faults with this. Keeps everything in that pack kind of waterproof and kind of safe. Let me go on to my big Vango. You might be able to make out it's a Vango Freedom 80 plus 20. This is 80, and there is an extra backpack which fits on the back with these straps, which is another 20. This 80, I would say you can fit a lot more in this 80 than you can your standard 80. A lot more, just because of the way you can pack things in it more than anything. This is it hasn't got side pockets or pockets. It could do with a couple of extra straps here or there. It is designed for airport travel as well, so it's a bit of a world hiker type bag, but the best thing about it by far is the packing. I've had it for 6 or 7 years. I don't know quite what we're going to find in here, and it might all just fall out. But a pillow with the inflatable and a pillowcase. My tool bag, that's basically my tools for the day, unless there's something big, which will be tucked in the back here. But you see, it's all laid out so that you can just, yeah, basically. So there we have it, a great rucksack. I also carry the 1 litre flask thermos, very common, but they're common for a good reason, because they are good. As long as you there's a fair amount of liquid in there, that will stay hot for 12 hours or more, but obviously if it's only that filled with liquid, it'll go colder a lot quicker. And 2 litres of water, some food, my new work sawbuck workbench, a little bit of firewood that I've been drying just in case, food, coffee, and that brings us to the next step, which is kind of like a little rule I've got with a nice sunny day. The rule of camping is that you... Oh, what was that? Some little furry creature. Super furry animals. Is your normal rule of thumb is, after, especially hiking and stuff, I had to hike in here quite a way, so I'm a little bit puffed. But while you've got that body heat and everything, the idea is you get your tent set up, and that is the golden rule. Get your shelter up while you've still got the energy, because as soon as you sit down, you're going to put your feet up and you're going to relax and get too comfortable, and it's just going to become more and more of a chore, and you also push the risk of getting caught out, quite literally caught outside. So that's the golden rule. But my golden rule is, if the tent's already up and the sun's shining and I've just arrived after a hike, I like a cup of tea, and that's where I'm going to be heading next. Thankfully I've got the flask which can make a very quick cup of tea, obviously, and that'll see me through, so I don't need to actually burn any wood in the daytime at all, which I think is a great idea. Burning fewer wood burners, they take a lot of attention and a lot of time, and so you don't really want to start it up unless you have to, and that flask gives you that option. Also overnight, sometimes I'll do a litre of water and boil it up overnight and store it in the flask ready for the morning, because it will stay piping hot. Plenty good enough. So I'm going to have a cup of coffee and we'll see what this day brings. I'll keep you posted. Cheers. Made this quite some time ago now. It's literally just a very simple whatever, really. It's handy for many uses. Since I've been here for a while, I can make these kind of things. Obviously if you're just there for the night, you're not going to want to make something like this, but then it's just somewhere I can sit, it's somewhere I can kneel. It's raised above the ground, so these planks are never damp as long as it's under cover. And yeah, they're taking the brunt of the damage at the bottom there, and they're doing okay. That was a piece of alder, which does do well in marshy conditions anyway, so yeah, that might be something to do with that. But yeah, nice comfy seat, that's why I make my coffee. Right, so we'll leave the camera on, because you never know, I might come across something interesting. Might startle some munkjack, or maybe a few deer. But they really are very observant creatures, and you have to literally walk like a ghost as well. No noise. Get a glimpse. They quite often wander into camp. As long as you don't move, you're fine. They'll just stay there. They will spot you eventually and eyeball you for ages. That's what I've found. They kind of stare you out a little bit, and then as soon as you twitch, or if there's a noise nearby, they're gone, and they really can go. It's the same with the agility of the squirrel. It's really an amazing little creature that can bounce off trees, do circles in the air. Like, if you startle a squirrel quite often, that'll actually do a massive leap backwards and bounce off of a tree to get a bigger jump away from you, which is an amazing technique for getting away from someone, to turn in the air with that ability and then to kick off from another tree. See some snow drops in the back there. I hope you can see them. They're actually opening up now, so they won't be around for much longer. Quite a brief time of the year they take up. saw a huge rabbit. It wasn't a hare, but it was a very fat mother of rabbits. Without being rude to it or anything. But yeah, if I was more the hunter type, hunter-gatherer, I think I'd have had a chance of that. Being so big, maybe not quite so nimble. But then me being old and not so nimble, it would have been a bit of a battle. But yeah, I think I might have had rabbit for tea. Poor little thing. If life isn't hard enough without some stupid bugger and a stupid hat walking through the woods trying to shoot it. Life, hey? Nearly there. And so here we have the daffodil, showing signs of life. With this variety, it would be a native species, I would imagine. Usually are in woodlands. Not always the case, but yeah, I love to see those coming up. Hopefully we'll see a better example of those. And so here we have some crocus. I know this from it being one of my mother's favourite colours. She loves that hue there, which is a very nice colour. This time of year is really quite striking. But yeah. See how that stands out. Let's just try going right in. Okay, I got stung doing that, so I hope you enjoyed it, because, well, the pain is real. Bloody rubbish everywhere. This is a very quiet wood as well, so in the last 6 months or so, I've seen one person in the whole of this wood. So that gives you some kind of idea how quiet this is. Now that pheasant shooting's finished, even more so. And that would be the buzzard, my friendly neighbourhood buzzard. I think he actually has more than one nest, because one is definitely near me and he isn't often there when I'm here. But you can hear him quite clearly. There you go. So this really is beautiful. We've got buzzards overhead, or buzzard. He seems to be solo. Just flying on a wing, a very large wing. And the sun coming through the trees. In the background over there you can see hazel, which is often one of the first to show itself in the form of little catkins. Hello people. Sun is still going down in about 10 minutes. So thought I'd do a quick one. It was rapid to get everything going. But yeah, we've just basically got a hustler's burger tonight, which is lame, I know. I'm out here, I should be eating big steaks and things, but that said, it's got nothing you need but a lot of taste. And that's what I need. So I guess there is something you need. So bring it on. I am so hungry that I can't even be bothered to use my tools that I've got. I'm just going to quickly slap that in between those buns there, whack the sauce on and down the hatch. And then I'll work on my pizzas. Again, a bit lame I know, but hey. So if you're a good cook, hit me up. I'm good at getting wood, firewood, and between us we'll make a perfect team, because I'm pretty pants at food. There you go. So yep, that's nearly ready, and I'm going to wolf it down with my cup of coffee, frothy coffee. I've also got to try out these, which I can do now. In multiple languages, but dragon's blood. I'll also show you all the languages, because we don't know who's watching. I was recommended these in the comments, and they do smell very nice straight out of the packet. And I'd like to think I've got experience in knowing what dragon's blood smells like. So here goes. We'll let that waft around. Yeah, in my younger days I used to play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, so yeah, I might not have actually smelt dragon's blood, but I've certainly imagined it probably more times than your average person. So I'm highly qualified to rate dragon's blood, and it's gone out. It's a bit embarrassing. I have to say, that's actually very nice. How would you describe that smell? Oh, with great difficulty. I would say that that smells a lot like dragon's blood. So, joss stick of the week, dragon's blood, and yeah, they're pretty good. I wouldn't say they're quite my frankincense yet. So frankincense is still number one, but I've got a lot to go through and try. So it's ongoing. Rawr. Not much has changed since I made this. Well, actually quite a lot has. In fact, the only things that are different, that are the same, are these two pieces of ash. So what we've got is ash on the outside and we've got oak in the middle. And a Bahco 21-inch blade. I've added this to pop in a little piece of wood in case I get the right angle to use this as an extra handhold. There's a bit on there. The reason being I put this oak in instead of that thin piece that I had is that I didn't mind a little bit more weight because it was very light, and I think a little bit of weight helps with this sort. And also, if you think of it, like the ash is very flexible and strong, so I guess you could call it like a Bruce Lee, and the oak is just strong, really. There's not much finesse as such about it, it's just bloody strong. So that's like a Chuck Norris, I guess. So you've got two Bruce Lees against a Chuck Norris in the middle here, and I think that seems to be a good combination. Flexibility and strength on the sides, because you need those to bend in, whatnot. You don't want this to bend, so, and that's oak. I think that's a good combination. So I just need to chop the end off this. Yeah, not as straight as cut, but you know, not as straight as dies. So there we have it. I mean, what I will do is bang those in. I haven't got the lump hammer, but I have got a nice wooden lump that I can whack those in with. I shan't put you through that and all the noise involved, so that will be a little bit more sturdy. And that's about it, really. It's a good height. And that's a nice little bench. It's groovy. Had to say it, didn't I? Yeah. It's got chiseled grooves in. So we've got a ledge, step, edge, whatever, to fit the different shapes, sizes of wood, hopefully. And then we've got the pre-made holes, 2 here and 2 here. And that's just to strap a log into that's being a little bit tricky, or if I need to be a little bit more precise. That gives me extra hands. I can put 2 hands onto it, or use 2 hands for a job, and strap that down with the weight of my foot.